Oh, Paddy dear, and did you hear the news that's going around? The shamrock is forbid by law to grow in Irish ground.
Why do people brew? Why is it such a hobby that so many people are getting into? And I think the biggest thing is how much fun it is and how expensive microbrews have gotten. And if you become a beer snob, it's a bad thing because it's so pricey. Put that into numbers in brewing your own beer. Not only is it fun, but you're paying somewhere, and this is a really, really good Imperial, no more than 60-70 cents per bottle.
What can you tell me about starting Cottonwood beer brew?
Well, we just started on a very small scale, and we had really smart, qualified people, and we made our own equipment, and they made very good beer. Some people come right to it and they want to see every tap handle, so I know it's a good thing.
Brew pot, very important part of your equipment. Not your typical stew pot where you've got a limited capacity, but one that you can at least have a 4-gallon batch out of. Okay, so first thing you do is you steep your grains. This particular recipe calls for 150, which is not a sweet recipe. It's a little bit on the drier side. It's a little bit on the lighter bodied as well, but temperature always dictates the sweetness in the beer, as do the grains. But this particular recipe, steeping at 150 for 30 to 45 minutes. It can be as long as 60 minutes, but you never want to squeeze the grain bag. You're going to get all kinds of enzymes that you don't want in there. Your next step would be adding the liquid malt. I like to get it to a boil before I add the liquid. The very first hop added to any recipe is the bittering hop. This is what gives the beer character, whether it's an IPA or a pale ale or a lager or whatever it may be. The hop variety itself carries certain elements behind that hop profile that will just gear it toward the recipe. Your more traditional European hops are traditionally used in lagers. American hops are very widely used in IPAs. Say it's about 64, 66 in that particular section.